When you first learned embroidery, you probably learned how to use a lazy daisy stitch to easily embroider little flowers. Well, today I'm going to share with you 5 different ways you can stitch flowers using lazy daisy. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pajamas, and embroidery. So lazy daisy stitch, even in the name of the stitch, indicates that it is useful for flowers and is often used as the petals in flowers. But there are a lot of different variations that you can do for different looks. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing today, is different ways you can use this easy stitch to hand embroider a bunch of different flowers. So here on my fabric, I have this center of the flower marked, and the center of the flower can be any different size. You can have a large center, small flower, and the centers can be filled in a bunch of different ways, but I'm not talking about that today. I'm just talking about ways that you can use lazy daisy stitch to stitch the petals on the flower. So I'm going to bring up my thread. And so lazy daisy, as you might know, is also called a detached chain stitch. And so it's just a single chain that is fastened off. And the traditional way that this is used for flowers is to just go around the center and add these petals. And so this is commonly used for flowers that look like daisies. They have a center and they have a bunch of petals coming out from the center. So there's a basic flower stitched with lazy daisy stitch. And you can play around with the number of petals and the spacing of petals. You can have them right up beside each other or apart. You can play around with that and do that however you would like to do. But that is the basic flower. So these 2 variations are also just a regular lazy daisy stitch. The difference in this one is the stitches have been pulled a bit tighter. There's a bit more tension. And so that makes the petals of the flower a bit thinner. So they're not as round as these ones. They're more straight. And then this one just has multiple layers. So there's 1 round of stitches, and then I went around and added more stitches. And you could go around and add as many layers, so as many rounds as you want. You can add different colors. There's lots of fun that you can do with that. But those aren't any of the other variations that I'm going to show you. So the first variation I'm going to show you up here is what happens when you do the petals backwards or facing the other way. And on these 3, I just eyeballed the spacing of the petals. But if you want to have your petals kind of marked and predictable, you can easily just mark little spots and use those as a guide for where to put your petals. So when I say do the petals backwards, what I mean is we're going to have the pointy part of the stitch on the edge and the rounded part in the middle. So it's just facing the other direction. So it will look like this. And again, you can play with the tension to have the petals as round or as straight as you want. So that's what those petals look like. And even though I mark them off, there is a bit of a hole here. So I'm going to go back and just add another petal. And so when you're stitching with lazy daisy, you can always come back and add more petals in between if you feel like it needs it. And so these petals, they have points on the outside of the flower. So it makes them look different than this flower. So that's the second option. So the third option I'm going to show is similar to this one, but I'm going to have long tacking stitches. So I'm going to start with a little lazy daisy stitch. But then instead of just tacking down right on the edge, I'm going to bring my tacking stitch all the way in so that it looks like it's a little petal or ball on the end of a long stick there. So we can see that even though these two stitches are done in a very similar way, the flowers look totally different. So the next version I'm going to show is with this type of stitch, but layered. So I'm going to start off with one large open lazy daisy stitch, and I'm going to stitch the whole flower like that. And once that little flower is stitched, I'm going to come in with another color and add another lazy daisy stitch on the inside of the petals. And so you can do this with contrasting colors or different shades of a color, but it's just a nice way to add some more dimension and interest to the petals. And you can add as many layers as you want, really. You could add 3 or 4. I'm just doing 2 on this one. And you could start with the middle petal and then go out and add layers around it if that's easier. So there's what that flower looks like, and I think it's really pretty with the contrasting colors. So the last variation is a variation that can be used in combination with any of these other stitches. And in this variation, I'm not going to have a center and then stitch petals around it, but it's going to be more like a drooping flower or the side of a flower. I'm just going to do a couple of stitches from one point. And I think I'll do maybe 3 stitches here, but you can do as many as you feel your flower needs. And so this, as you can imagine, if I had a little stem going here, a stem, then this is a flower that is kind of drooped over and you're seeing it from the side instead of seeing the face of the flower. So you can do this with any of these petal variations on this style of flower. So these 5 lazy daisy flowers are all fun to stitch, and you can have fun designing your own little bouquets using only this one stitch. For more embroidery tutorials, patterns, and inspiration, you can check out my website, epidastudio.com.